They got us. We're going down. I'll try to gain some altitude.
Well, hopefully that was a meaningless minigame and not a
Or you're dead in a plane.
not a you're dead in the plane minigame.
Ah, we look alright. We got some goats.
Nice.
Well,
I'm glad.
Henry's dead, but it's alright.
Well, that's fine. It was a crowd.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Dad, get up. This is no time to take a nap.
This reminds me of
Sorry.
playing.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, no. It's alright.
This reminds me of playing Ghost Recon. Crash a plane into a place so you can steal a car. So you can drive to the place you actually want to get to.
I have rather unfortunately crashed into one of what seems like the only few buildings in this vast natural landscape. I like these ducks.
I guess.
Oh, let's go. What was the point of what we just did? Ah. Please step out of that expensive-looking car. I need to see your authorization.
Right.
Yeah. Take this pass. Signed by the Führer. You may go at once.
Yeah, I'm not. If this is the border thing, then I'm not in any way dealing with this.
We got a Hitler pass.
We do.
It would be silly to not use it. Halt! Come here at once. I need to see your authorization. Take this pass. Oh wow, just all say the same things.
So we're gonna. So that's 2 fights that would have been.
Mm-hmm. Wow, there are a lot of crossings here. Hold it! You've got to come over here. I need to see your authorization. This is just an exercise in literally doing the handing over passes and going through through road barriers. We could be playing Euro Truck Simulator right now.
Papers, please, from the opposite side.
Halt! Leave your vehicle and step over here.
I like the range you've
I
got
need
here.
to see your authorization. Take this pass.
What's happening to Indy's voice?
I can't settle on anything with him because he's so clearly meant to be American. Well, I don't.
Oh, where are we going?
I'm going to Munich, mate. I'm going past Munich.
I don't know. I think we're going past Munich. What's this, 5th?
Please step out of that expensive-looking car. I need to see your authorization. Take this pass. Signed by the Führer. Get out of here.
Oh, we've gone past the fancy ones. 2, 3, 4. This is the 6th. Clear, probably final one.
I really hate to say this about a LucasArts game, but this is an exercise in tedium. I need to see your authorization. Take this pass. Have a good day.
It's nice that you're giving them a bit of flavour.
Oh, long trip.
Well, I mean, we're out.
We're out. We're out. Are we,
We're
though?
going somewhere.
According to the map in your Grail diary, this is the place. We are like the heroes of Arthurian legend. You are Galahad, the valiant knight, and I, his father Lancelot, who was turned away. He was found on... Henry? Indy? It's good to see you again. Marcus, what are you doing here? And why are you all dirty? He looks wrecked. Oh, Marcus, my old friend, how have you been? Oh, they're having a chat. Is that a ticket? A sign. It says, if thou thinkest life is but a game, be warned. Beyond this point, thou canst not be saved. Should we save?
Yeah, I'm going to save. Beyond, because we can't do it beyond this point.
No saving.
I guess. Where are we? Some cave.
I think we're at the Grail cave. I think we're after the Grail. The trail to the Grail! I love that. It's always better when things rhyme.
Just makes everything better.
It does. It does.
Oh, of course. Of course we can go that way.
Where's he gone? Oh, right. Sorry. Hey, you two. Every moment counts. Stop whatever you're doing.
Wow, that
was
really had some momentum.
Final big bounce. Yep, this is the place. So we're meant to be at all worried about that? No, hello. Oh god, alright. Indiana Jones, you're just in time. It seems I have run out of volunteers. Donovan. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that could convince me to get the Grail for your purposes. How about that? Except maybe that. I thought you'd see it my way. The only thing that can save your father now is the healing power of the Grail. I suggest you hurry, Dr. Jones. Junior, remember my diary. Alright, I've lost the thread.
Remember the 3 trials.
Only the penitent man will pass. What does penitent mean?
I don't remember. I thought...
Isn't that someone who's like, respectful of God? Or gives penance, right?
Yeah. Okay, he keeps saying it.
So he keeps saying it, like...
I've lost all my stuff.
Penitent. Man. Pass. What is he saying? Do we help that corpse? Kneel.
Oh, kneel. Wait, how do we choose to do that?
Oh, look, it's just letting you go again. Be back in a jiffy.
That changes that a bit. So how do you kneel?
Do you... Don't ask me.
Don't ask me.
Can you go to that man? No, he's not.
He's not a what is.
But this is where that thing comes into play.
That point is where it happens.
Is there something on the floor there? No.
I mean, but how do we... I mean, I understand. But how?
Use? Can you use whip?
With what?
Look. Verb? So what happened then?
We had to kneel.
Is there a button you have to press to kneel?
I don't know.
Is there a kneel button?
That'd be very King's Quest 1 of it.
Yeah.
To do that.
Is there a separate sub-menu for that?
There's a separate button to do kneeling. So if we stand here... Oh, I thought that'd be early. Okay, maybe not.
Not for you. You're to get murdered.
Okay, so I need to be a bit earlier than that. I was wondering if it would just happen if you stand at the right spot.
So just keep walking. We don't have a kneel button. What about just, click on that dot? Kneel. So you press that and he does some stunts.
Well, I clicked pick up on that, which makes sense to me.
Yeah?
So like he tried to pick it up and kneel down.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, what? Invachi Jehovah
you can't save here.
Jehu.
Ha, okay, you can save.
Right. Jehu. Since there's no V, we're guessing it's this blank square?
Could be. It might not be, though. I mean, you could probably just go through it, couldn't you? Oh, okay. Is there another way?
Maybe it's just
Can you jump?
any letters that are in.
Oh,
that?
maybe. Try that then.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's a H, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's try that. H. So we have a J, A.
But then nothing.
No. We have a U. Then nothing, so we've got to go down, right?
That's a U, isn't it?
Yeah, but if we go this way, we can't go any further, right? Like,
Well,
we'd have to go back on ourselves.
There's an E.
Oh, yeah, there is an E.
And then an E, then two H's, then a V, then an E, then a U, then an E.
Okay, yeah, let's go that way. Yeah, let's go that way. U, E, V, H, E, A, or U.
Yeah. Maybe end on an A.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's poetic, isn't it? Sweet.
Is this the...
Oh, this is the bridge.
This
just
is the
walk
faith
straight
bit,
across.
right? You just walk.
Yeah. Oh, cool. You have to do the walkthrough of watching the film.
Yeah, that walk. the watching bit.
Okay. I knew you would come. Who are you? I am the last of the 3 brothers who swore an oath to find the Grail and guard it. That was 700 years ago. You are strangely dressed for a knight. Me? I'm no knight. What do you mean? It is no matter. You proved your worthiness by passing the trials. The honour of guarding the Grail is yours. But you don't understand. My father is wounded, here in the temple. I've got to find the Grail or he'll die. Very well. I see that your intentions are pure. Choose.
So isn't this the bit where he drinks from the mankiest glass?
Yeah, but did we get some clues, didn't we? No. Yeah, like, didn't we, we got some work, didn't you write some stuff down?
Right.
That was, I think that was meant to help us choose.
Was it?
Yeah. Do you have it?
No, I don't have anything written that sounds useful.
We had like some words in a thing, and it said that. I'm sure it said something about identifying the Grail. Save it, and then let's pick the manky one. I guess, because.
What's this for here?
That's the holy water.
Ah, it's just over there.
We need to pick a cup
On
and fill it
side.
up. Olive wooden cup on a silver tray. Dented shallow pewter bowl with engraving. Large ceramic drinking cup. I don't know, man.
So this?
A lot of them
The
all.
only one that doesn't have anything special about it?
Yeah, this is just film logic, right?
This is just film logic.
Now, this is the cup of a carpenter. Guess we'll find out. I'd better make sure this is the right one. I think it might have been the wrong one. He chose poorly.
Is this going to be a lot of, none of that?
Yeah, I swear we had clues, and I'm sure you wrote them down.
No. I haven't written anything down.
In the first session.
Yeah, no, I have written some words, but I didn't write the message word for word.
Oh, well, what were the words?
Actually, wait a second, did I?
I could have sworn we wrote... Like, because I was going to do it on my phone,
that's
and
all
I
the
realised that auto-suggest was ruining my life, so...
Well, I was gonna write it down, but it was going too quick. So I wrote it in, I just wrote, basically some nouns, but none of those nouns are describe a vessel. I mean, we can just try all of them.
Alright then, let's brute force this bad boy.
No, I don't like that one.
If you're going to go through them, we might as well. We have to remember which ones we've picked.
I think wooden makes sense. He's just going to say that about all of them, isn't he?
Indy's a charlatan. Oh, sorry, go on. My wrestling, you're not that one.
It was right when I was about to click as well, so it's like, whoa, nope.
The spirits are trying to tell me something.
Oh. Yeah, we're going to get a zoom in. Maybe they're all different deaths.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of our skull. Hello. F5? I have just checked, and apparently you need the manual.
Oh, I see.
So you take the clues. There's like a Grail diary excerpt thing that comes with the game.
That's lame.
And then you use the information that you got from the Coroli thing to work out what the Grail is.
Okay.
I'm just seeing if I can get a copy of it. It's weird to put like what is ostensibly copy protection at the end of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, not what I would have expected.
It would have been nice to know.
So you need the actual manual, right?
It's called the Grail Diary.
Right. I don't see that. Diary.pdf. Got it. Wow, that must be quite big.
Yeah.
Oh, 35 pages of photo scans. Nice.
Well, the version I'm looking at is tiny, I can't read it.
I've got a pretty decent copy.
Okay, so can you find the reference to those things that will help describe what the Grail looks like?
Yeah. It's unfortunate that the handwriting's awful. Where's it supposed to be?
I think you got to look for it.
So am I looking basically kind of at the beginning for the... I actually can't read this handwriting. Like, legit. I have underlined the specific elements of the description that I believe are most pertinent. Right, I think I got it. This one.
Uh-huh.
I guess. Oh no, it's a ceramic bowl, right?
But then it said it glowed, didn't it?
Oh, good, right. We're gonna have to go back to it.
Our dad is long dead.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, it is a cup. It is a cup. This one. Chose poorly because you didn't have the manual.
Could have said, couldn't it?
Have you purchased this game illegally, Indy?
You will never get eternal life or save your dad.
The Grail cannot be used by one who is not righteous.
You have chosen wisely, but remember this, the Grail cannot pass beyond the Great Seal. That is the price of immortality. But what happened to Donovan? And don't say don't ask. He was so eager to follow you, he just lost his head. What? Oh, he just was killed off screen.
Yep.
Nice.
I don't see why he would test that or not make them test it for. It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. That's true. He got so impatient. He's like, forget all this. The Grail! You did it, Junior! No, Dad, you did it. I just followed your diary. And the third brother? Still alive? Yes, even after 7 centuries. Then it does grant immortality. All these years, my quest is at an end. But you found it, son. Its destiny is in your hands now. Marcus, my old friend, I haven't thanked you yet. Oh, hello.
That was really weird.
Remember the price of immortality. The Grail cannot... But Indy, the Grail, it can be ours. You heard the knight. It cannot pass beyond the seal. No, I don't believe it. I won't lose it now. Oop. Down she goes. Nice going, Elsa. You stupid broad. Right. What do we do here? We don't have the Grail. Are you hiding behind the knight?
Do we do anything?
Can you look?
Do we not just leave?
Ah. Do we give it back to him, or do we just go?
Give it a go.
I give you my thanks. I see you have indeed the heart of a true knight. Of course, I'll be picking this place up for years. Thank you for wrecking my house. Finished thanking each other. That was a just and noble thing you did, Junior. Don't call me Junior. What's all this Junior talk? That's his name. Henry Jones Jr. I like Indiana. We named the dog Indiana. We named you Henry Jr. Come to think of it, my father had a cat named Marcus. Enough! Let's go home. I think I'll start a Dead Sea Scrolls diary. Everybody, follow me. I know the way. Why is he covered in mud?
And why did they go back in?
Why? No, that's not right. Ah. We did alright. Not bad.
I'm alright with that. That's fine.
You not want to go back in and get some more points that you...
No.
No, you're done with this one.
I'm done on this one, I think. Again, the documentation surrounding the game is extremely detailed.
It was kind of a thing back then.
Yeah. It's nice, though. It's a nice looking thing.
Yeah.
All the drawings and these excerpts and stuff, it was just hard to read because it's all cursive.
It was in handwritten script, just...
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, lots of curvy.
Guess it probably would have broken the immersion a little bit if it had all been in Comic Sans.
Well, you know, there's fonts that can be picked that are slightly clearer.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. It kind of doesn't work these days when most games are obtained over the internet. And
No.
I do wonder though if the book matter is actually available with the Steam version, which is what we're playing, because they don't.
Probably.
Good
somewhere.
Old Games often gives you like manual copies or scans of manuals and stuff, and I could kind of imagine it being there, but for some reason I'm not picturing Steam having it.
Well, Steam do have manuals.
Oh, do they?
Steam has manuals. It's annoying because you kind of got to look. It's quite a Wait, what?
Well, I guess it's in case you want to make sure that you retain the information about your IQ points.
For recording of your series IQ points, you must now bring up the save load game screen and select load. This will save your correct series IQ. So if we click. Wait, what? You must now bring up the save load.
I don't think it matters.
Oh, we don't have that though, do we?
No, we've got scum.
We don't have that. We don't have that screen. Yeah. I was assuming you could bring it into the next one. That'd be cool.
I think that's probably what's intended. Like, it retains how your score has gone, or your basically your score, and then you keep track of it compared to how you then do in subsequent playthroughs. Which is quite neat, I guess. If you would ever want to play that again. So what did you think of it?
I
got the sense you were pretty tired of it, like, pretty quick.
I think it was very much the forced combat and the mazes and their continual constant existence. Like, I didn't mind after the first. I didn't even really mind after the castle too much. It was a bit annoying we had to load back up, but it was kind of just the constant. Like, I guess arguably there's only 3 real mazes, right?
Yeah, but they form the bulk of the game, I think.
But they did form 90% of what we experienced. Like, I felt what we had at the beginning, right at the beginning, where we kind of like, it was going to be travelling around, and we got to Venice the first time, and basically up until we got into that first maze, I thought, oh, this is what the game's going to be like. I quite like this.
Yeah.
So far, like, it's quite classic, but it's enjoyable. The idea, you follow diary, you have to use the diary to do clues, and then work out puzzles, like kind of following a treasure hunt, you know, and that is quite cool. And then the maze thing happened, that first one, and I didn't mind I thought it was quite interesting, you know, at first, because suddenly top-down perspective.
Yeah.
And a maze itself is not too problematic, especially when it doesn't constantly interrupt you every time you go to a dead end. But yeah, I think it's just kind of, I don't know. That, for me, that's kind of the way the game kind of lost a lot of steam.
Yeah, I think
there's a lot of walking back and forth and just bits.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm conflicted about this game. It bothers me. I remember enjoying it the time I played it. I don't remember a great deal of it, and I don't think I ever got to the end, because I think I got stuck in this endless loop of fighting.
What a surprise.
Shock horror, yeah. And because it's a LucasArts game, I really, really want to like it, but I don't like it. I think it might be my least favourite game we've played so far, and that's saying something, I think. Yeah,
it's definitely down there. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's not high up. It's not in the middle. It's definitely in the lower section of the list at the moment.
It's definitely one, I think, where my memories of it are probably not accurate. The experience is, because I wouldn't even say it's aged badly. I think mechanically it's working as intended. It's just, I don't think these design choices are very good. I think they're not very interesting. I think they're frustrating. It's kind of neat to try and have different ways of getting through, but the problem is that the last ditch way through is the fighting, and the fighting is so heavily loaded
and just
and
awful.
punishing.
The fighting was just awful.
It would be alright, I think, if it kept topping your stamina up. So you just had to get through it, but...
Or that your stamina didn't eat into your health.
Yeah.
That was quite nice.
Or more than... I'd like a full bar. Just give him the full bar back. Like, make each fight a unique thing, and not worry about constantly doing it. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to say through that we're encouraging you to not do it because you should be solving puzzles and stuff, but they also at the same time put you in a position where you couldn't do anything but fight at a certain point, and then you're just kind of stuck. It doesn't really work. It's like counterintuitive to the logic of what you're trying to do there. You're either trying to provide options, in which case you should allow a path through there, or, you know, you should allow people to jump between them. It was really annoying. I didn't even play it, I was just watching you play it, and it was frustrating seeing like that same repeat of maze, guard, fight, with the odd bit of puzzling of the traditional point and click sort of interspersed.
Which were the best bits.
Yeah.
Like, they were the best bits of the game. Like, I liked the actual puzzles, I liked the music note skull thing, I liked the... I mean, I guess I didn't really like the castle that much, because the castle was just put beer everywhere. Which isn't isn't a puzzle.
It's a German castle. That's what you do. Just use beer with thing.
But I liked all the ruin stuff. I liked the doing the underground Venice like puzzles. I thought that was quite good. And I didn't mind the latter. That very last bit as well wasn't too bad. Like, once we actually got to the Grail section. The Zeppelin bit was quite literally the ultimate version of me hating those mazes. Like, that was the worst one.
That's what it was building to. I guess you had a maze with no enemies. Then you had a castle maze with more static enemies. And then you had that, which was just ludicrous.
Yeah, which was infuriating.
A maze inside the shell of a Zeppelin. Where you have to go up and down and the guards chase you around and you have dead ends. That
was awful.
Yeah.
That was genuinely awful, that last maze. I was biting my tongue a lot while we were playing that bit, because I was like, I just need to focus on actually getting through it right now, because
I think they were just trying to make it exciting. I think they're trying to bolt on the
action elements.
Yeah, the action elements of Indiana Jones. And the more I think about it, the more I feel like, isn't it weird to do a graphic adventure with Indiana Jones? If you were taking like intellectual properties from films or whatever, and I understand that it's a LucasArts film, and therefore, you know, they threw it at them and said go for it. I get that, but at the same time, it's just kind of bizarre thinking, I know, we'll do a point and click, and then we have to think of ways to basically take all of that out and do exciting bits, which is, as a golden rule for point and click adventure, you just don't do it. You shouldn't do it. They keep trying to do it. It always fails.
Yeah, even games that kind of much later on than this, that try to do it, but obviously the tech is there. And it's easier to sort of implement that sort of stuff, or like do sort of genre mixes nowadays, where there's certain sections of the game that are basically a completely different genre from other sections of the game. You know, that's obviously possible now, but even then, I don't think they do it well.
No.
Now.
It's prevalent in this era as well, where they're trying to find new things to do. It just doesn't work. For most of the time, like most people playing these games, I think, want what the genre gives you, and they're like, no. Here, have an action scene.
If you had to say, what's your favourite and least favourite part of the game?
I didn't enjoy the castle. But we got a way out because of the pass, but I think just taking that to the side, the fact that you had like 7 or 8 checkpoints in a row
Where you would have had to fight.
where you would have had to fight or magically know the way to get around it,
Talk
I
your
think.
way out. Yeah.
Which is also annoying, because that's not a solution in my book. Like, you can't guess those things. So, that's crazy. Like, that's a
that was
is a
wild.
crazy thing to do in a game. No one's going to enjoy that experience. Even having like the magic Hitler pass
Was still
was
boring.
still boring. Like, why do you don't want to do that again and again and again? Like, I'm assuming that you maybe have to do fewer if you do the plane sequence correctly or something. Because I can't think of another reason why.
Are you saying I didn't do the plane?
I don't mean to slag off your flying skills.
Alright. I'll give you a pass for now.
I just don't think there's a reason why you'd have that many checkpoints.
No. Well, yeah, no. You're right.
If it wasn't to, like, penalise you for the previous thing. But they just shouldn't do it. So I think that's the worst thing about that game. The castle felt worse simply because I think we lived through it a couple of times. And it was frustrating. Any fighting was frustrating as a series of things to grind you down. And again, I think I benefited from not having to control it.
And
it was actually quite fun watching, like, you punching people and then punching you. But
I'm sure it got boring eventually.
Well, it's just aggravating. It's like, you've got no chance. You're not going to win in some of the scenarios that we're in. You were amazed you won some of the fights. But they were going to keep coming. Best is hard.
And what would you say? What would you say is your best moment, favourite moment?
I like the first maze. Not the maze itself, but the puzzles going on in there. It's hard to pick because I feel like the bits that I actually enjoy were so thin.
Yeah. Small bits in bigger shitter bit.
If you think about like what would constitute a point-and-click adventure game in this game and stuff, and shovel that together and take out the mazes and the fighting, there's really not much there.
No, there's like 6 puzzles.
Yeah, like you shoot from
or something.
You shoot from America to Italy. You solve one puzzle which gives you a taste. Oh, that's good. The Grail puzzle was good. Like sorry, not the Grail puzzle. The finding the picture puzzle was good.
Yes.
In the library.
Yeah.
Because that gave you a taste, and as you say, it was like, oh, this could be a game where you're going to get like clues from a book, and you'll have to solve puzzles in each sort of scene as it develops, and that is kind of like Uncharted magic.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the point in the game where I had the most expectations of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so those bits were fine, and absolutely fine, and entertaining even, but there's so few of them that it's really hard to muster any enthusiasm for them, particularly, because I just think most of this game was navigating through really annoying screens.
Yeah.
And it was barely a point-and-click adventure game, really. It's really strange. It's really strange, because I thought I liked this game, and I actually now know I don't, and didn't, maybe. Well, wouldn't have.
You wanted to like it.
I really did.
That's probably what it was. Really wanted to like it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at the time I must have enjoyed it to some extent, but there's no way I would have enjoyed those fight scenes, and I'm pretty sure I remember being frustrated by them, and I hate them in Fate of Atlantis as well, but the benefit of that game is you don't have to do them.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds really enjoyable, that bit. Not having to do fights.
It'll be interesting to see what you think of that game. Take it you haven't played it.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not at all. I hadn't played this. I haven't played any of the Indiana Jones games, in fact. I don't think I've played any Indiana Jones game.
Well, you can stop after Fate of Atlantis.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Because I think these two are considered the best two.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
wow.
This one is,
Really?
this one is included in that list.
Okay, that's not a good sign. But okay, fair enough.
I don't know, did Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine ever come out? I remember that being, like, touted, and it looked alright, but I never played it, so I don't know if it actually was released or just was one of those things that never came out. I think everything else is meant to be, like, hot arcade trash. And, yeah, this represents the zenith. So,
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so I'd give up after this. Fate of Atlantis is very, very good. I'm really looking forward to trying to play that again. I remember a fair chunk about it, but not like puzzles or anything. So, and it's. I think it's an Indiana Jones game done using the strengths of point and click rather than actively fighting against all of that and just throwing in. I don't know, that combat system. Man. It reminds me, did you ever play Alone in the Dark?
Yes.
Yeah, you played that?
Yes, I've played Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
I've not finished Alone in the Dark because the only person I know that has is Dad.
He may have been the only person who ever did.
Because he can put up with
that control scheme.
Absolute nonsense for an extreme period of time. Which is the only way I can imagine anyone finishing that game.
Combat systems with the num key sort of reminds me of that, and another game of its in similar vein called Estatica, where all your combat was controlled via the various buttons on the numpad. And it's never anything more than like completely clunky and painful.
That is
That shouldn't be in a point and click adventure game.
No, not at all.
Did you enjoy any of the aspect of the fighting? You definitely started to get it, I'd say.
Yeah, but getting it, if anything, made me like it less. I wouldn't say it made me like it more.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
This is a thumbs down, man, isn't it?
No aspect of the fighting was enjoyable for me. I don't think. I can't, except right at the beginning when I was just spamming, and that was kind of fun.
It was funny.
And then
watching
found out
it.
that was found out that is the least effective, least efficient, and most punished tactic of all the fighting tactics you can use. So I decided to not really use it anymore.
This is no Daley Thompson's decathlon.
I would say my favourite at the point of the game is the same thing, though. I think the Venice puzzle portion, in particular, was strong. The early Venice part with the library, I agree. Like that, the looking up, reading the diary, getting the hint about the image, and then also looking at the two gargoyles and getting that information. I think all of that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I also liked it all the way through to pretty much everything until like the end of Venice, which was stuff like matching the images up of the 3 murals.
Yeah.
And the skull song. I liked.
It was 4 seconds of puzzle.
Yeah, it wasn't long, but it was themed and good. Like, it wasn't bad, and I think that was it wasn't a bad puzzle. It was just a simple, almost like a warm up, and it felt right for the area because it felt like at the time that the idea would be that it would be getting harder, and we're kind of easing in.
I loved how close the hitboxes must have been on those head skulls. Because he was like, you could play that whole thing. That was,
Yeah, I drew the skulls. I liked the skull bit. I liked that room. And my least favourite bit, out of all the numerous amounts of individual things that I could pick from, because there's a lot.
Yep.
Like, up there is, like, that stupid scene with the guy underneath the fluorescent lamp that I didn't like, that made me laugh. But I think...
What was that?
There's, like, some random scene that happened after you got into the German castle of the guy just saying that thing.
Oh,
it annoyed me to no end.
Oh, that was hilarious.
It was funny, but it annoyed me.
Oh man, there's loads more about that game that's violently irritating, I reckon.
No, that's not my least favourite bit. That's just like, out of the number of things I can pick from, I know what my least favourite thing is, by far. Above the combat, above the stupid maze sections, it's when I had to pull that bloody chair 56 odd times right to the right, using pull chairs
or
whatever it was.
I forgot it did that. I forgot that happened. How have I forgotten about that? That's terrible.
That was quite literally the worst part of the game, by far, in every measure.
That could be the worst thing in any game. Really?
It was tedious. It was annoyingly pixel precise. It was so slow.
I forgot that happened. That completely blanked it from my memory.
Because it was awful, probably.
I don't know. I got points out of it because it was so entertaining. The fact that it was happening was funny.
I'm sure, as a watcher, that was amusing for a bit.
It was incredible.
It was possibly the most aggravating thing I've ever had to do in a video game.
To the point where actually I'm convinced surely there must be a faster way. Have we looked this up?
I haven't, and I kind of don't want to know.
I want to know if there's... Because that is kind of the one good thing. The good intent is that it was trying to do different things. It failed, let's be clear. It failed at all of those. But the intention was to give you, like, through roads, opportunities to do different things. We gave items to some people to waylay them. You could have conversations which would serve the same purpose, and you would have the fights. If any of those had been good, then that would have been fine. It's a great idea, it just didn't work here, I think. I think that's what gets me a little bit. It's just like, oh, it could have been good. Could have been good. But they made, like, all of these elements, like, unpleasant to play through.
So, oh, you know what? I wrote 56 times, and it is 55 times, apparently, based on what this guide says. I did keep count while I was pulling it.
55 clicks.
So I thought it was 56, but I must have miscounted at some point.
It just felt like 56.
It just felt like that additional click was needed, yeah. So, yes, it says it takes a while. The chair needs to be pulled 55 times before reaching the correct spot.
That's it. Full
That's
stop.
it. That's what the guide says. That's what that guide says. You just have to pull the chairs over to the right. Over to the mark on the floor.
Who thought that was a good thing to do? Like, you can get the idea after about 3 clicks. Like, you'd even go, like, click, click, click. Oh, I know what you're trying to do. Sort of jump cut to the other side of the screen. Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I would have expected. Like, or maybe just the once you'd worked it out and it just
I don't know. I think you need more than one, because one could be an accident. But if you're, like, moving 3-4 dots in a row in that direction, that's enough. 55 is crazy.
55 is too many times.
55 is too many clicks. Yep.